Congratulations, Marcus. So should this be your last game here at Autzen, what are some things that you'll remember most? And is there anything you want to say to fans?
Yeah, if this is my last game at Autzen, it was truly special. And, it'll be one of those things that'll hold close to my heart for the rest of my life. And I can't thank the fans enough. That was really cool at the end of the game to kind of have that. And we'll see what else entails, but I'm not too sure yet. But again, I'm just very thankful.
Is that all? Back here, rack right.
Marcus, first game of your career where you're not taking snaps from Honus Gracia. What was that like today, especially on his senior day?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different. But Hamani came in and stepped up and played well. He was recruited as a center, so he kind of just did his thing, did what he did naturally, and he played well. And hats off to him for coming in and stepping up.
Front right.
Marcus, when you and Hamani and Hronis and Igor are gone, what have you seen from the younger freshmen that have really, put your confidence in them going forward for Oregon?
Yeah, I mean, there's countless plays that true freshmen made, that a number of true freshmen made today. If it was Charles or Royce or guys on defense. I mean, there's so many guys, so many young, talented players here. It's pretty fun to watch, and it's fun to see them grow, and they continue to get better as their careers progress.
Second row right.
Marcus, you set the Pac-12 record for total touchdowns today. I mean, what is that, when you look at how many really unbelievable quarterbacks have been in this league, what does that mean to you, and kind of how were you able to do that this season?
I mean, I couldn't have done it without all those guys in the locker room. The guys up front, the receivers making the plays. And it's funny because to me it is what it is. It's a number. I'm sure some guy, will come in a few years from now and break that. To me, I guess one of those things for the entire offense. It says a lot about our offense, and it's not just me. And it takes so much more than myself to make those things happen.
Third row on the right, Tyson.
Marcus, what's the feeling been today where there's so much talk of, this is potentially last game at Autzen and all this kind of sentimental stuff when you guys still, best case scenario, have 4 games left and have a lot to accomplish left in the season?
Yeah, and just got to focus on what's at hand. You can never let the moment be too big for you. And, for us, it was awesome to see a bunch of seniors come in and play, and play well. And, this is a good step forward. Like you said, we have a lot of games left. And, again, we just can't get caught in this moment.
On the right here, Jason, up front.
That being said, for the final 12 minutes when you were on the sideline, where was your head? What was going through it?
It was all over. It's one of those things that if it is, to be my last home game, just taking mental pictures and kind of enjoying the game all in. That's what my coaches and my family told me to do today, and it's one of those things that it's still a football game, but still you got to kind of enjoy the moments of while they come, because this is kind of stuff that is once in a lifetime.
Can you share what some of those pictures were, though, what you were looking at?
I mean, just looking in the student section, being a part of the shout in the fourth quarter is always one of those things. Watching young guys play and seeing them grow up, there's so many different things. But for me, it's just kind of enjoying Autzen and making sure to take it on.
Did you ever come close to crying today?
Of course. Watching all those seniors walk, that's definitely emotional. Having, hearing Autzen while your name's being called in the starting lineup is another thing. But again, like I said, I'm not sure what's gonna happen after this year, but you gotta take in the moments while they come and enjoy.
Front right, Andrew.
Going off that final snap you knew was your final snap, what kind of emotions were going through, and what mental photos were you taking during that final play?
Yeah, I was just kind of looking around at the crowd. Autzen is such a special place, and I made sure to tell Lockie when he was coming on the field that you got to enjoy every one of these, because it's so unique, and it's such an incredible place to play that people don't really understand it until you're really in it, and just to enjoy it and never take it for granted, because we have such passionate fans that really care about this team, and to see that it's always special.
Back right, Rick.
Marcus, if you could describe just what the decision-making process will be for you between now and when you do announce a decision, and then lastly, if this were your last home game, is there a play or a memory that will maybe be most prominent when you look back at your career here?
Yeah, we'll wait, as a family, we'll wait till the season's done, kind of just sit down all together and weigh the pros and cons and see what's best for us as a family. And then, yeah, today I think Darren's catch today, I don't know if it was in the second or third quarter. It was unbelievable, and it says a lot about the journey that each of us have made, and to kind of stick with it and stick with the ball and focus on the ball. Kind of shows that no matter what, everyone has their journey, but if you stick to the plan, if you stick to what's in front of you, it'll work out. And it was kind of fun to see that with DC today.
Front right, up here.
Marcus, did you know going into that fourth quarter that you were just going to come in and do one snap?
They talked about it with me. It was one of those things the coaches were kind of bouncing off both Jeff and I's heads and seeing, and then they eventually just did it. And it was one of those special moments.
Right side, Austin.
Marcus, when you made the decision to come back for this season, I assume it was kind of with a season like this in mind. After that Arizona game, was there any fear for you that maybe this isn't going to turn out the way I'd hoped? And then what have you guys done since then to get things back on track?
Not at all. If anything, the Arizona game, put a little extra motivation into the rest of the year. It's one of those things, if you go through that adversity, it makes your team better. And I definitely think that loss really helped us as a team and really helped us move forward. We kind of had the rest of the year to play with our backs against the wall, and I think that really helped us as a team kind of focus on our goal and to just make sure to always make the most of every game.
We got time for two more right here.
Heading into next week's game against Oregon State with the Civil War, obviously not an Oregon kid, but kind of what does the Civil War mean to you, and what are some of your memories of it, especially last year, looking at the way you led that last drive?
Yeah, Civil War is always a big game. We always talk about taking one game at a time, but we understand that it's a huge part of this community, it's a huge part of this state, and to play in it, it's truly special, and it's an opportunity for us to kind of just play our best for the university and the community, and it's an awesome experience, an awesome time, and it's been great games every year.
Right in the middle, last question.
Yeah, Marcus, you had the bye week, time to get some guys healthy and so forth. You went out there with kind of a new offensive line lineup in some ways. How, in your mind, did the Ducks play better today? And are you playing some of your best football now, which is so important at this time of year?
Yeah, I think overall it was a great team effort. Hats off to defense. I think they led 93 yards in the first half or something like that. And, it's a credit to those guys and a credit to this team for continue to strive for our best. And we understand that it's we can always get better, we can always improve, but we're at a point right now that we're playing pretty good, and we're building confidence for the rest of the year. And as this continues to go forward, all we can do is build off of this one.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.